Hello, my name is David Guthrie. That's me there you see in the middle of your screen. First off, I'd like to mention that I'm going to try to do everything that I can to give you as open and honest and truthful review of Get Cash for Surveys by Gary Mitchell as I possibly can. I am in no way affiliated with Get Cash for Surveys, and I won't be asking you for any money. And secondly, since I absolutely hate hype, I'm going to try to do this review in as non-hypey a manner as possible for you. I hope that's what you were looking for. You know, when I'm digging for information on something like a product, I really do appreciate getting info from people who shoot it straight and who also have my best interest in mind. And in that same vein, I'll try to live up to that same expectation for you also in my review, since it is also my expectation of others when I'm looking for a credible review myself. So with that out of the way, let's talk about Get Cash for Surveys. Get Cash for Surveys is a product by Gary Mitchell that is being marketed through ClickBank. This product is being marketed as something that will help you make money taking online surveys. I personally have tried making money with online surveys before, but was quite disappointed in the earnings potential. I needed something that could replace a full-time income, and this didn't come anywhere near being able to do that. If you need to earn a little income on the side, it might work for that. Now, although taking surveys didn't work out for me, I did learn a few things about it that I'll share with you now. These are things to be aware of or to watch out for. The first thing is, some survey companies don't pay in cash, but instead might pay in points which you can redeem for cash later, or they might enter you into some kind of sweepstakes, or they may even pay you with a gift card. Most of those options won't pay for the bills, so if that's what you were looking for, make sure they pay in cash. Number 2, never pay up front. Some companies will say that you need to pay up front to access their lists, etc., but that is unnecessary. The credible survey companies don't ask for this. This is a red flag to err on the side of caution. Now, with that said, Get Cash for Surveys is a ClickBank product, and you will have to pay for it. But should you? I honestly don't know, since I haven't been able to determine what benefit the product really provides. Personally, I would avoid a product that is supposed to help you in some way to take surveys, and I would go straight to the survey companies themselves and sign up. Number 3, know the minimum payment amount. Just know that most will require you to reach this threshold before they will pay out. And number 4, look for survey sites with good ratings. This goes without saying, but just be aware that there are unscrupulous sorts in almost every online endeavor, and taking surveys is just another area of opportunity for them to rip you off. Let me be completely honest with you. Can you make money with this program? Well, I really don't know, because I haven't bought it. And actually, I don't have to, because I've already found something that works, and works very well for me. But I'll tell you about that later. How I found the one that works is the story I need to tell you now. Because in the end, you know what? My story just might end up being very similar to your story. The only thing that I might be able to do is to help you cut the financial bleeding that is or will be inevitable if you do like me and buy product after product because you believed in promise after promise of guarantees that their product was the real deal and the one that will finally work. The one that will make you money. The one that will finally set you free from whatever is driving you on your search. Whether that is a terrible job in corporate America, unpaid bills and debt, or the thirst for freedom to work where you want and when you want. I'm here to tell you that you can have that, but not before you separate the wheat from the chaff, which is what I did, the hard way. I bought every product that made promises of riches, and in the end spent tens of thousands of dollars only to have nothing to show for it except an empty bank account. I won't tell you how much I spent because it would be rather embarrassing. But quite honestly, and you may not want to hear this, and this is not any kind of guaranteed statistic or anything, but based on my success ratio, I would be willing to bet that around 98% of the internet marketing, work at home, or home-based business opportunities that are out there will never make you any money. Now, of course, the internet marketers that sold you those products are getting rich, but regular people like you and me typically just end up dead broke. I guess this is not the pep talk you were expecting, huh? Well, hang in there with me to the end, because there is light at the end of this tunnel. But before I tell you about that light, though, let me tell you what sent me on this search for freedom. It may even be the same search that you're currently on at this time. Heck, you probably wouldn't have stuck with me this long if you weren't hoping for something. Believe me, I know that feeling. And you're not alone, brother. We have or are traveling the same road, and I really just want to help others avoid the same pitfalls that I fell into. Okay, back to my story, and it'll be quick. About 15 years ago, when I reached the age of 40, I got outsourced for the first time. I had been with that company for almost 10 years, and it was very devastating. But I was still relatively young, so I bounced back and rebuilt. At the next job, I got downsized after 7 years. Then, in 2008, after we had just built our dream house, I got laid off. Needless to say, by this time I had lost complete confidence in corporate America. It was obvious that corporate America didn't care about its employees anymore, and I needed to start looking for a way out. This last layoff ended up being the straw that broke the camel's back, though, because it took me over a year to find another job, and by that time we had to auction the house off, eventually losing over $150,000 of equity in the process. In the end, because of the stress that all this put on my marriage, I ended up divorced after 26 years. I tell you all of this so that you will understand that I had been a desperate man during these past 15 years. Any anxiety or fear or feeling of helplessness that you may be feeling, I guarantee you I had felt too. Many times I felt trapped because I was searching for an out and I couldn't find one. I wanted to find a way to make money online so I could depend on myself, not somebody else or some company for a living. And it was because of that I had spent those tens of thousands of dollars on money-making programs during that time, and almost every single one that I had tried had failed. And most had failed miserably. But, with that said, there is still hope, because in the end, not every single thing that I had tried failed. Some, you see, are actually making me pretty good money. And some even provide a residual income, which is nice when the paychecks keep rolling in, although I didn't do anything to get them. Now, I'm here to tell you, that's when life is sweet. You see, you can benefit from my massive financial expenditures and failures. You don't have to keep spending money on programs that don't work and will never work, because in those failures of mine, I did find those few nuggets of gold that do work, and that will make you money, and in some cases, potentially a lot of money. One of those programs you can check out by clicking the link below this video. It is called iPass-2. iPass-2 stands for Internet Prospect Acceleration System. It is the first of its kind and is already being called the world's first automated franchise-style online marketing system. What this basically means is that iPass-2 levels the playing field and allows practically anybody to be successful marketing on the internet, even if you've never done anything on the internet before. Do you know all of those tips and tricks and secrets that the internet fat cats use to make all their millions of dollars? Well, it's all in iPass-2, wrapped up in a nice neat little package for you. All you have to do is get people or traffic to your lead capture page, and the system does the rest. Just as an example of how powerful iPass-2 is, on my very first day with iPass-2, I made 2 sales and got 5 leads to follow up on, and it just kept going up from there. So what makes iPass-2 so special? Well, a lot of things. But to start, when somebody decides to try out iPass-2, the system takes that person step by step through a series of training videos to get them up to speed on the components of successful internet marketing. That is so you can see what it takes to be successful on the internet, for one, and secondly, so that you can see that all of the components are already included in iPass-2 and are automated. You don't have to do them. iPass-2 does them for you. Again, all you have to do is get people to your capture page. And even here, iPass-2 has help for you in the way of done-for-you traffic. Done-for-you traffic is basically a way of sending targeted people or people looking for online business opportunities to your capture page through a professional traffic provider that typically charges you a per person fee per click. So as you can see, even traffic can be taken care of for you if you like. Now, to dig a little deeper, and as you will soon see in the training, the three components of a successful online system, according to Chris Jones, co-creator of iPass2 and a very successful internet marketer, are 1. Traffic, 2. The marketing system, and 3. The products. We've already touched on traffic, but we also already know that this iPass2 system rocks. What we haven't talked about yet are the products that iPass2 system wraps itself around and markets for you. Preferably, those products will be the ones that everybody wants and that sell for enough for you to make a profit. With that said, and as you may already have experienced or may already know, it is very hard to make money on the internet when your products sell for very little. You know, for like $29.99 or $34.99 or even $49.95. But what if I told you that the iPass2 system markets the most prestigious, high-quality products that are out there, and that they also pay the highest commissions available of any products out there, bar none? I guarantee it. You will not find another marketing system out there that markets better products or will pay you more in commissions. So I guess you may be wondering, how much are these commissions? Well, how would you like to make $500 or $1,000 or maybe $3,500 or even $4,625 on a single sale? That's what iPass2 promotes, and those are the products that you'll be marketing. They are the cream of the crop, the top of the line. And if all of that wasn't enough, you will get a personal coach, a real human being who will be available for you on chat or by email or even by phone to help you get started and to help you become successful. And if your own personal coach isn't enough for you, you will also get me, David Guthrie, as your sponsor, and I will also be available to help you too. I will personally reach out to you and give you my physical address, my email address, and my personal cell phone number. Let me tell you, if you decide to join me and try this, you will become a member of my team, and I will do everything that I possibly can to help you succeed. So, what are you waiting for? Click the link below. Join my team. There are very, very few opportunities out there that are legitimate and that will also make you money. This happens to be one of the ones that will make money for you and one that will also change your life. But it will only do that if you take action. So go ahead, click the link below to find out more about iPass2, and I'll see you on the inside.